All right, we're rolling.
We're rolling?
Mm-hmm. Rolling on a river.
It's time to open the wine. Now we can do it.
It's time to open the bareback wine.
I just did that one-handed.
You know what? I'm impressed because last week you were very concerned with it.
Cheers, faggot.
Hold on. I got to open mine still.
Someone yelled at me for using the word faggot the other day, and I said, I'm reclaiming
It's
them.
fun. Cheers.
Like Maxine Waters, I'm reclaiming my time. I can say that as a white gay person, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's just start the show.
Welcome to TBT Time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to TBT Time.
Us with our favorite bareback beverage. Barefoot
Barefoot
Refresh.
Proud sponsor of TBT Time. And by proud sponsor, we bought it at Ralph's. Oh, that was in stereo.
And this is the Summer Red Spritzer.
How are you already sweating?
Because you know what? It's summer. It's still summer. I'm not even drinking.
Summer.
It's still summer.
You know what, everybody?
I'm not even drinking.
We are counting down to Riverdale this episode.
It always packs the punch.
We have to say, too,
Barefoot.
we want to welcome a lot of new listeners. I think we were on we were on a real podcast.
And they had air conditioning in the booth.
We were on Kate Casey's podcast.
They had a lounge.
They did have a lounge.
There was a lounge with magazines.
Yes.
And people working dutifully on computers.
Yes, not some hobo in an alley who's interrupting our sound.
Although I did ask for validation, and I was dismissed by a queen.
It's true.
But that happens.
So we want to thank Kate Casey for having us on the Reality Life. We might have some of you new to the show that have listened, or maybe only one of you decided to stick with us. But if you did, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle.
And welcome to TBT Time. Then now, okay, so we're doing something different, everybody. We're on YouTube right now. You're watching the video. I'm going to say, to help consolidate things for people, we thought this would be easier. We're going to start off each show.
Easier for us.
And we're going to talk about Riverdale and the things we talk about Riverdale.
Because people don't give a shit about Riverdale.
And then, to keep us on a schedule so we don't go long, at the 10-minute mark.
Which I'm going to try to be vigilant about.
Me too. We're going to stop talking about Riverdale, and we're going to talk about some other things we're excited about TV. So, and if you're on the podcast, just keep listening. You're just going to listen. If you're on the YouTube channel, you're going to miss the second half, so you're going to have to subscribe to the podcast to get all that. Sorry, you can listen from work, too.
It happens.
You
may hear some strange other atmospheric sound because we had the windows open.
The windows are open today
because it's hotter than 40 hells.
It's hot. You know what?
And it's humid. And I'm
humid.
And I'm going to be using, since I can't find
it's Whitney Houston sweat
rag. I can't find a handkerchief.
Is a sock.
I'll be using a very gay mismatched sock.
That probably some twink left whenever he had
this does look like a twink sock.
When he had butt plug orgy.
I have never had a butt plug orgy in my own home.
Well said. So, all right, everybody, let's
jump. This is classier, a lot classier, because I did this because someone fiercely mocked me when I had a piece of
toilet
Kleenex.
paper.
I was just trying to make it through this life, and I was mocked righteously for at least a minute.
It's true. All right, so normally we start with the first section of the show, T for two,
T for you!
But nobody left comments except for some queen that said, God bless. And I love you.
I appreciate that comment.
I appreciate that comment, and we're going to keep on keeping on because of you, queen. So that's all our comments today. So
I take all of your struggles on my back.
It's true, and in your ass. Okay, so let's move on to Riverdale, okay? Let's talk about this. We're so excited. Today we're talking...
That's the theme song.
That is the theme song.
We're going to talk more about theme songs next time.
Yes, we are. So we're going to talk about the trailer of Riverdale and some tidbits that we got from Comic-Con. Comic-Con, which I was at. I couldn't get into the Riverdale trailer because I'm not famous enough.
Mm-hmm. We're like, I didn't want to go.
He didn't want to go. So,
I don't want to be down there with those nerds.
Okay, so let's talk about...
Oh, wait. The people might be nerds watching this. I love you.
Hey, please. I've seen you freak out on Star Trek.
I don't want to talk... I'm a closet Trekkie.
You know, we're already 4 minutes in. I say we stop at 15 minutes. I'm already changing the time limit. 10 minutes is not enough time to talk about Riverdale. We'll go to 15. All right, everybody. So... Okay, so let's talk about...
I'll just sip some bareback while you go to that.
We're going to talk about some things we learned. Last week we talked about the hot new Reggie who's coming. Ooh. Ooh.
Stick it in.
Stick it in. He is hot. Okay. So some other things we learned about Riverdale. So they said in the first episode of season 2, we are going to find out the fate of Fred Andrews.
He's alive.
You think he's alive?
Yes. Come on. Come on.
That reminds me of that Dolly Parton song. He's alive and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. We have
now alienated at least 96% of our audience.
It's true.
Because not only did you talk about a Dolly Parton song, you talked about a gospel Dolly Parton song on an album in the late 80s.
It's true.
So,
my mother used to listen to it and cry.
We're going to move on.
All right.
So we're talking about Fred Andrews.
I think he's alive, too.
Of course he's alive. It's Luke Perry. You're not going to kill off Luke Perry.
You know what? You can't kill Dylan.
I like how they're like, he'll reveal the fate. And everyone in the panel goes, he's alive.
Dylan, remember when they tried to kill him in that car crash.
And he still came back.
And
he was still pretty.
He's still pretty. He's alive. All right. Hot. So they're also saying apparently no relationship is safe, okay? So there's new characters that are coming up. First of all, there's Tony Topaz, who sounds like a stripper.
Or someone who sells on QVC.
Yes. Tony Topaz. Welcome to Tony Topaz.
She has costume jewelry.
It's true.
Her whole thing is costume jewelry.
She is going to help.
A lot of applique vests.
I want an applique vest. You know what? If you want to send us an applique vest, send me a message on Instagram.
I would love that.
Via Matt Maher, and I'll give you my address.
I will too. Make one for me too.
One for me too. She's a small.
But I accentuate
She's a small, and I'm a medium. Just size up. Medium large. Okay. Medium large.
It's probably better.
Probably better. Okay. So, what do you think? Okay, this is going to be played by actress Vanessa Morgan. I don't know who she is, but Tony Topaz is a South Side serpent, and she's also a
bisexual South Side serpent.
So what are we thinking?
I'm thinking she's going to have a girlfriend on the side, or she's going to kiss Veronica because that's good ratings. Maybe Betty. Maybe she fucks her up. You okay?
Sorry.
That bareback hit you?
You talked about lesbian.
You know what? We don't need to act scared of lesbians, and you need to calm down with that.
Actually, I'm not. I just got joked. My bareback came back up. So
good bareback never goes down.
So Jughead and Betty almost.
They almost did.
They almost did, and it was passionate.
But Archie
and
Veronica
intense.
did the fucking deed.
They did,
and it was hot.
They did.
Varchie. I don't like that one as much. It sounds like a British slang for a vagina.
Yeah. Varchie.
Come in my Varchie.
I got a yeast infection in my Varchie. Anyway, so
Stop.
Okay. So do you think? So with Tony Topaz,
who's safe? Tony Topaz isn't going to.
I think they're going to go through.
Tony Topaz is going to be slutty and probably fuck around Veronica or Betty.
You think?
I'm a realist.
I want bad Betty this year. I want bad.
At
Betty.
the end of last season, she was still doing the dig. She was doing the dig on her hand.
That little thing,
the blood.
Where she digs into her palm.
Last week, I was doing that to try to get the nerves damaged.
Nobody cares about that.
I was doing my own dig.
I want Bad Betty. I'm all for it.
Bad Betty. Bam, 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 Betty.
Been a lot of music already. All right, let me look at my other notes.
I classily dip my throat.
What else is happening?
What else was at the Comic-Con? Remember we talked about. They asked about Sabrina.
Oh yeah, Sabrina
Thank
the
you.
Teenage Witch.
I have to do everything.
It's true. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The producer
They could not say she was coming back.
The producer says they want to bring a supernatural aspect into Riverdale. And that's actually...
I would lose my mind.
Okay.
I'd lose my mind.
I actually wanted... Let's have a discussion about this. We have some time. Just because it's hot doesn't mean you have to roll through the show.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep you on task.
So, do you want something super... I kind of feel like supernatural would take me out of the show.
No. Here's the thing. It has to be plot driven.
But it's in the real world, and I feel like they're going to take it out.
I think they've been hinting that Riverdale is
has
supernatural. No, has supernatural elements all the way through. They've made it magical realism ish.
You think?
I think I do.
Wow.
They've already talked about it.
I mean, if they did it away like
Jughead's had like dreams where all supernatural things, and there's been werewolves. Remember?
Oh,
in dreams.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder if they did it like The Craft. If they did it like a way like that. Nobody's seen The Craft.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
I Bind You. What's her name? What's the lead?
I don't remember.
I bind you in the name of blah, 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 blah.
And it had that one actress who played crazy really well.
They used to say that to me when I
would
when I worked at the bookstore. When I was being mean, it was like, I'm going to bind you.
Oh, when she worked at the gay
when I
bookstore?
was casting spells.
They should make a movie reboot called The Craft with gay people just doing crafts. Just like knitting. And doing sequins. Crochet.
I don't think people would watch that.
I think it would be riveting.
So we talked also about what else was the Comic-Con panel?
The Comic-Con panel, I watched it too long ago. I should have.
Well, the trailer, we watched the trailers too.
Yeah, I don't want to read about that. I don't hear about Hellboy.
Here's the thing.
Oh, here it is.
We know that all kinds of shit with Jughead's going to go down.
It's true. Oh, and
because he's a Southside Serpent.
He is a Southside Serpent, and Veronica's St. Clair, Nick St. Clair, her ex-boyfriend,
who is the young son from The Good Wife. If you watched it a long time,
yes, and so he is her bad boy ex-boyfriend.
He was like a boy when I started saying.
Okay,
it was hard for me to lust over him.
You know what? 10 minutes and 56 seconds. I want you to remember.
Can't speak.
We remember when Poodle said that he's a boy, I can't lust over him. I want to cut to an edit right now where Jake's going, ooh, he's so hot.
Fuck me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen. The only thing you need to do is just have a character do something bad and wear a little bit of eyeliner, and Jake is on his back like an abandoned crab in the ocean, just like.
My hand's going like this.
It's true.
Help me.
Help me.
Those beetles you see on the street.
And that, okay, but it said, it would be cool if they do. I think they're going to bring some horror to the show. When they're talking about
I want it.
That's just going to scare me. You know how I am when I get scared.
I love it. Now, I love watching you be scared, too. That I do love.
I'm glad. Now, okay, so this is good. We're doing good times. So
I'm still sweating.
You are still sweating.
It's so hot. Send us an air conditioner. It's not that expensive.
So let's talk about the trailer. What did you think? We just watched the trailer today.
It's getting dark.
It is getting dark.
And just the way it's shot with that bloody cast. And
when he's got blood all over his jacket, that's
there's
how it
the
opens.
other trailer that happened where Archie has a gun.
Yeah.
So
and we're not talking about his penis.
A gun. Archie's got a gun. What song is that?
Janie's got a gun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That video was a moment for me. Alicia Silverstone. Yes.
She was in all their videos.
She was.
That's where she started. And now she's a crazy vegan mom.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, vegans are crazy. That's true.
God bless. As our commenter said.
So, okay, so that happened. They also showed, what did they didn't, I feel like they just showed, mainly the trailer focused on Archie. But then he had this weird, I feel like, is Pops going to be like a prophet? Because he was like,
it was kind of like, this man came in here. He's the magical black person.
He is. He was like
everything.
He
had a touch of something to him.
You know what? It is
a touch
supernatural.
Of the dark
he
angel.
said, "Hell done come to Riverdale."
I don't believe he said "Hell done come."
They
to
do
Riverdale.
make him sound a little Southern.
It was
a little racist.
Magical black person.
I know it's a little racist. I just want to call it.
If you want to see something funny, watch the Key and Peele sketch "Magical N-word."
That's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Or dueling magical N-words, I believe.
If I remember when I edit this, I'll put the link, but I probably won't.
No, you won't. It's actually spectacular.
I won't. And I love the clip where they. Why is Cheryl's mother in a hospital bed? Do we know?
Because Cheryl burnt down the goddamn mansion, and she could not get out.
And her mother burned.
partially. She's like, it'll be okay, Mommy, in a creepy Annie Wilkes way from Misery.
So do we think Cheryl is going to... We're going to talk more about characters.
I love Cheryl. We're going to keep talking about characters.
Just to give y'all what we're going to do for the next episodes of Riverdale, we're going to talk about each character, or 2 characters per episode. Classy. Sure. You're dabbing yourself with a sock. Real classy.
It's a pink sock.
So we're going to talk about 2 characters for each Riverdale episode, and we're going to talk about kind of what we see. So we're going to dig into that more.
We love the characters.
We do love the characters.
It's 14 minutes, so let's move on.
No, we're doing it at 15 minutes, so that way we've got 30 more seconds.
I can't say Nazi anymore, and it really upsets me. Because I used to say so-and-so was a Nazi, and I can't say it anymore because they exist.
because
they're around, and my neighbor could be a Nazi. Who knows?
Our president supports them.
I doubt my black neighbor's a Nazi, but
I doubt your black neighbor's a
who
Nazi.
knows?
Okay, so for you that are watching the YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching. So
yay, we're gonna move on.
We're doing this
Riverdale
recap,
segment.
and then once Riverdale starts again, don't worry, we're gonna go back to the beginning will be the normal format of our tea bags, so you'll get our TV tea
It
bag.
won't be all over the place.
It won't be all over
No,
the
actually,
place.
I can't promise that.